I got
Yeah,
no
let's
hats.
start this thing. It's almost 12 o'clock my time.
You're right.
All right, pop, do your pop
Hey,
thing.
hey.
All right. Welcome again, guys, to the Gaikokukokujin Podcast. We're your hosts, Pop. We got Willymane, and we got Graham once again. So, today we're going to talk about Magic the Gathering and the state of Magic and how we feel about it. Pretty much a brief synopsis. All of us has played Magic. I believe Will and Graham played it longer than I have, competitively at least. I was relatively new competitively, but I think all of us has recently. Not
You
recently,
keep talking. I'm just about to
all of
change my
us,
headset.
all of us haven't been in the Magic scene heavy for a while. So I'm gonna give it up to Will and give his thoughts on the state of Magic, why he hasn't played Magic, and what will take him to go back into Magic.
So pretty much, I mean, I started playing when Cons came out, and that's when everybody was like, right before that, I think it was like Ravnica and all that, and everybody's like, "Yo, this is the golden age of Magic for standard, at least." We're not gonna talk. I mean, I don't really talk too much on Modern. I've played a couple Modern tournaments, and it's just been like I played red deck wins essentially because it was super easy to build, and it's like it takes no brain to play that. I mean, it does, but you get you can literally just jump into Magic with that and. Like it autopilots itself, like burn,
and get wins. Yeah,
you in those fucking red decks.
Oh, I mean, that's why. I mean, I got bored with them. That's why I started playing Control. And I started off with aggro decks, and then I could not beat Control for some reason because the seasoned players would always be like, "Oh, he burnt out."
Well, because we know what you're going to do. Not we, but you know what you're going to do.
Yeah, like there's only so much you can do, and that's what I learned when I played Control, like because I used to beat y'all all the time with like Control games. Not every single time.
I was no. I was new as shit. I had
when you guys were new, it was just easy. Not like anything against you guys, but it was just like you guys would burn out, and then it'd be a point where you're just like closed out of the game, like you literally can't come back. And that's what used to happen to me when I built my aggro decks. And I actually built a pretty decent Zergo deck, as you can see in the back. Nobody plays Zergo, period. I was like, yo, this is a 7/2 indestructible as long as he was attacking.
What is he, Mardu?
Yeah, Mardu cover.
Yeah.
So it was like Mardu Warriors aggro. It was Bloodchin Rager. They had, I think there was an Anafenza in there that gave double strike. So like essentially the goal was like play a 1-drop Zergo who was like a 2/1. And then drop Bloodchin Rager turn 2, and I could swing in with Menace because Bloodchin Rager gave all your warriors Menace, and I just beat you down with Menace. So like most people didn't have cards to block, especially after like you had 2 Menace creatures. So it was like turn 2 damage, turn 3 4 damage. Like you're already down to like 12, and then on turn 5, if I made it there, I would just drop Zergo with Menace, and he was a 7 power body with indestructible. So like even if they had to chump block, it was done. But
he was indestructible. You said it like as long as you always attacking.
Yeah, as long as you were. Let me look at that. Zergo.
I remember he had some kind of downplay. Like he could be killed easily, but he was like in certain situations he was good.
He attacks each combat if able. He has indestructible as long as it's your turn. And then whenever he dealt damage this turn, or whenever a creature dealt damage by Zergo, Helm Striker, Helm Smash,
would have died this turn, exile
it would be put a 1+1 counter on Zergo.
Oh shit!
So he literally would just get stronger every turn. So a lot of people didn't play him, but I was new to Magic.
That's why he had low toughness.
I still was outside the box. He was 7/2. But on their turn, they could kill him, and there was like a bolt or something like that. And there was times where he did, but like every time I played him, people were like, he had haste, so he was a 7/2 with haste. So dudes would be like, "Oh, I'm at 7 life, I'm good." Nah, bro. Like they're like, "Oh, I'll kill the Bloodchin Rager and I'll be good." Like I'm only taking 2 damage. I'm like, "Nah, you about to take 10, bro." Like, and then the thing was with the Anafenza thing, she gave double strike, so it was like, bro, you're literally about to take 16 damage, like on turn 5, like. No cap. Like it was pretty good, but I was inexperienced. Like I could have tweaked that deck for so much better to be a lot better. But
in Marty, were you just playing standard?
Yeah, it was standard.
But it's like the stand. No. I meant like.
Nah, you're.
I mean like you're not like restricted in like Commander sense where it's like, oh, I can only play these colors. Like you can literally play whatever you want. Like, you can be like, I want to go 5 colors.
Well, that was the thing. Back then we had the fetch lands, so that was a big thing about Standard 2 is like we had the fetch lands back then, and everything was like gravy. You could play 3 colors. I think the top decks at that time were Esper Dragons, Jeskai Black, or Jeskai, whichever. They had like red, green, aggro. I can't remember what they called it. And then there was like the Gideon decks, like Abzan Control, Abzan like Rhino, stuff like that, like mid range. And
Siege Rhino.
Yeah, Siege Rhino.
Yeah.
As fun as Magic was back then, it just slowly started getting worse. Like,
well, because they fucking had what was it?
Energy.
Not Evil that came out. They started going mechanic heavy. I didn't start playing until like right time frame. Like I remember being on exercise with Hart, and he brought in 2 decks. He brought like the pirate deck and the vampire deck, the starter decks. Cause way back when, like I'm talking, I was in high school when it came out. Not when it came out.
Hart, I remember him. He was playing dinosaur deck in Standard. Yo, that thing was just.
He's the equivalent of I like turtles.
It was pretty decent, bro. Like,
but he worked on that deck and he stuck with it true, bro. I'm telling you, and that's like one of the things, like, and reasons why I respected Hart, because he would be like, I don't care what's the meta, like I'm playing dinosaurs.
Multiple times because it was just so hard to deal with. Like all his dinosaurs were like 4/4s, so it's like.
Once he curves out, if he hits his land and he's dropping Carnage Tyrants.
Yeah, Carnage Tyrant was so busted. So that was the thing that like really turned me off on Magic is they would print mechanics and then there would be no answers to it. Like energy.
Exactly.
Right? You had Carnage Tyrant. There was no way to get rid of there was nothing that killed him. He had hexproof. You could give him haste with the other dinosaur, so you were double blocking him. Yeah, like, and it was like a 7/6. So it was like. You literally had
Carnage Tyrant was good. Like that. I remember seeing it.
OP.
Like you literally had a board wipe to kill it.
Definitely, and I respected green because it was like green was underprinted for the most part. Green as a singular color, was underprinted. Like
busted. From Kaladar up, it's been like just busted. Stupid.
Yeah, so
all right, no. All right, think about it. Past Carnage Tyrant, you had the other dinosaurs. Ripjaw Raptor was probably
because it took damage.
Whenever it took damage, you would draw. Yeah, and he was 4/5. But that's what I'm saying though. It's like think about everything else that was in the meta at that point though, which you had to your disposal to even because like we would beat it most of the time.
Yeah, like we would. Wipes. You had to play control, but you would lose.
Nah, you just played depth touchies. You played depth touchies.
No, because I mean they.
All you had to do, I'm telling you, depth touch. Well, yeah, you would draw the card, but I mean, like in standard, it's like you just kill that, and he wasted.
But that's the thing you don't get it. Is like playing depth touch is cool and all, but the advantage that they're getting from drawing a card, because sometimes they would just be 1 land short from playing Carnage Tyrant. So now it's like, okay, swing in with the Raptor. Draw a card. Here's my land. Play the land. Carnage Tyrant. What are you gonna do now?
Yeah, we're mixing the metas here because Ixalan was out in
2018, 17.
Yeah.
So I started at that point. That's what I was saying.
I feel like energy was more broken than that.
Well, Ixalan was out with energy.
Like Carnage Tyrant wasn't even the big problem. Like,
I started when I joined Kaladesh. Our Devastation. Well, I'm sorry, Amonkhet, and then our Hour of Devastation. Then it was Ixalan, and then Rivals of Ixalan. They were all blocks. That was like the block I joined it. Yeah, did us.
So we want to do because
I don't remember Energy B when Carnage Tyrant came out.
No, it was there because remember who was that card? Because by the time Carnage Tyrant came out, Energy had got nerfed by Magic. They banned a lot of the combos. Yeah, so you could still compensate.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could still.
energy was still dominant until it literally left.
So I mean, so
No, then
basically-
banning. No, when they banned it, it was definitely hit. They hit it hard because they banned that creature that would like draw cards.
So
no,
I
but
started
then it
Magic.
just be yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I started Magic. I think in what was it called? Magic 13. But I was playing like super casual, and then I came back in 2016. Started with
Innistrad, yeah.
It was pretty cool, but I was still casual. And it wasn't until Khaledish where I started to try to play competitively.
But that's when Magic kind of got popular.
And energy was
competitive.
was just super broken. Like that was the most broken like meta ever. Like it was just stupid.
Well, they also
energy.
but they banned it though. Like they banned a lot of the cards they made.
They banned it like 2 weeks before they rotated.
Yeah.
No. They banned it. They banned it after the tournament. But
it had been in the format for so long. Like they literally had 2 major tournaments where like energy was running the tables. Like I think at one point they had a top 8 that was literally all energy. And they were like, "You don't think this is a problem?" Like, yo, what? Like, and there was a comment. There was like, you knew energy when it was a problem when control decks were using energy because they had that.
Well, they had blue. You know what?
Tower deck. I think it was Dynamo Tower. Yeah. It literally used energy to play control.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So like it was like a control burn deck. So they would stack up on energy, and essentially use what's Harness Lightning?
Harness Lightning. It was a
they would use Harness.
Oh yeah, red card with energy.
Like, so it was like a burn card for them. They drew off a Glen Sleeve, not Glen Sleeve.
Siphoner.
No, what was the 4-drop card that let you draw and it gave you 2 energy?
No, it's not 4-drop. It's a 3-drop. Green,
Glimmer
red.
of Genius.
Glimmer of Genius.
Glimmer of Genius.
Yeah, Glimmer of Genius.
Oh, you're talking about the draw card. Okay.
Yeah, the blue card that people would just flip. But that was like Glimmer of Genius when you think about it. It's like, but that was like a standard.
Yeah, staple. But it was still busted. But that was the thing. Dynavolt Tower, like they were like, yo, people are splashing green in control decks because I think Dynavolt Tower was like red, blue, and then they added green so they could use
Tamir.
Like
Tamir Energy that was the name of the deck. Was Tamir Energy.
They were mostly using it to get that 1-drop green card. I searched for a land and give you 2 energy. That card was broken. It was super.
No, it wasn't broke. Like I felt like we're using the term broken too easy. Like it's not broke.
There was a reason why they banned it. There was a reason why they banned that card.
They banned Dynamo Tower.
No,
they banned that green card. That search land. They banned it.
Which one is it?
Bro.
I don't even remember Dynamo Tower, but I remember
search for something. You search for any color land, any color basic land, and you get 2 energy. That's super broken in energy. It's hella broken.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Attune with Aether?
Yeah.
Attune with Aether, that was a broken card.
It wasn't search. It was look at the top so many cards of your deck.
No,
and then
it was search for a land.
Search for a land and gain 2 energy.
Attune with Aether.
Yes.
It's look at the top. No, wait.
Search your library for a basic
wait a minute,
card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library, you get 2 energy.
Yeah.
Do you understand how immensely
no one drop
you get off of that?
No, 100%.
You literally could kill
a
creature after that because you had enough energy to like literally burst down a torrential Gearhole. And that was the thing.
Yeah.
They gained so much energy that they could like the fact that you couldn't even block with torrential Gearhole because it literally would just get blown up as soon as it hit the field. Like it was a 5/6, bro. Like it was meant to block. And then they had
like
Road
the
Refiner.
mid-range, the Timur mid-range deck was like the most perfect deck in Magic almost because you could
standard.
You could
at one point, I think they were playing it in Modern.
Yeah.
Like it was so busted, like they literally played it in Modern, like straight the standard version of it, and they were like,
"Oh, they're serious." Yeah,
that no cap. Like,
well, yeah. I mean, I didn't play it. I never had a chance to, so I can't. Maybe that's why I can't really like consider it broken because I played with like blue, which I think is probably the most broken. Like Teferi blue white control was way worse than like, at least Tamara Energy you could like play. Like blue white Teferi. Blue white Teferi?
No, it was worse than Teferi. It was worse. I'm telling you, it's worse than Teferi.
Bro, it literally
getting your whole no. See, blue white Teferi. Here's the thing: you would play then you couldn't interact with the furry.
I get what
and
you're
then
saying.
he alts, and then you had to literally watch your deck disappear.
I get what you're saying, but
how is that not?
Because you didn't even have time to play Teferi when Tamir
did not have time.
You were dead by turn 4 or turn 5. They literally dropped Haste Dragon. What was it?
Not Glorybringer.
Glorybringer. Yeah. So it was like at turn 5 they were swinging in for like 9. Like you literally, if you didn't board wipe Tamir Energy on turn 4, no cap, you were dead,
bro. So you have the Tunith Aether, that's turn 1. Turn 2, they drop the Lion Cub that can grow bigger. Turn 3, they have 2 choices. You can either drop there's a blue-green card that is a 3/2 body. It drops. You draw a card, and you get 2 energy. Or they could drop the red card.
The Tamir, yeah.
The blue card that made Doppers.
Yeah.
So it's like you had so many options. It was so reactive. You could do. Like you had so many outs.
No, but that's the thing though, where it's like that's not broken. That's just being able to. That's just a good deck because like it's not a fact. It's not a fact of the matter that it can't be answered because if you use a lot of removal, think about it. If you had mono red where you could bolt and burn everything, a braid. Well, a braid wasn't out.
It couldn't be answered. That's why they banned so much stuff out of it. That was the most.
No, it was expertly built, and the reason why they banned it was because meta. The meta made it get banned.
What?
So
the deck played itself. You could literally give energy to anyone, use magic, and they could win easy if they understood the basics of magic.
But that doesn't mean itself. Like I don't know. I can't. It's just like one of those things where it's like there's so many like the strategy that was out not during that time, but it came out afterwards, in which everybody was like, "Yo, are you serious?" Like the reason why cards get banned is because like yes, they're good.
Turn on your mic.
Yeah.
Which one?
Nah, so energy, like you have to go watch videos of energy. Like if you didn't,
I have. I've watched Tamir Energy used in tournaments.
Bro, it's not.
No, it did, but it didn't seem. But it seemed boring, because everybody was using it. But I think that's why they did it to force like this.
Nothing could beat it. It wasn't beatable.
Nothing could beat it, bro. Like
because everybody was playing, so it seemed that way. But like everybody was playing it,
bro. I'm dead ass. Like literally, people tried to build other decks. And they just lost because the percentage was so high that Tamir won. It was too consistent. It was literally too consistent.
That was the thing. It was
like you could try to play control.
You had too many outs.
Bruh, like they had one tournament where Dynavolt Tower actually beat it, and it was so grindy for it that it was just like, bruh, like this literally could have went anyway. It was just like it literally came down to luck. Because like, bruh, like I'm telling you, like I'm not even capping right now. Tamir Energy was so broken that I started playing it. Like I was just like, yo, like you literally can't beat this. Like I'm not one to just like net deck like that to be like, oh, it's meta. I always want to beat the best deck with something else. Like I don't want to play the best deck just because everybody's like, oh yeah, like it's just so good. I always want to play something different and just be like, yo, I can beat this deck. Like that's my.
No, but say, all right, no, but I'm saying like, so all right, what I'm saying is like you had. Wait, you say what?
The only thing that came close was red.
Yeah.
No, I see. No, like every once in a while, Magic has decks that come together so well. Like we just so happened to be around when Tamir Energy was the thing. You had like the mono black poison, demonic consultations, the dredge. You have so many like style decks. Like to say it's broken, no, it was just a perfect deck. At the time, perfect deck.
Not broken?
Because it wouldn't be broken. I mean,
interact with
it wouldn't be broken.
You couldn't interact.
You can't interact with like. There are decks in Commander where you lose turn 2 in Commander 99 singleton format. You lose on turn 2. But to me, that's broken.
That's not standard.
That's not. Yeah,
no, I know, but I'm saying like
that's the equivalent of what Tamir Energy was in standard. Like you literally, if they dropped like Bristling Hydra on turn 4,
you're dead.
And they had 17 energy, they made it hex. You couldn't kill it. You literally, the only way to beat Tamir Energy, and it wasn't even a guaranteed win because they had Glory Bringers right after that.
Yo, we gonna have to literally. Like, got tabletop,
bro.
The only way Tamir Energy could lose is if you had like a better red player or a better pilot.
They literally had the brick.
I bet you play mono blue against Tamir Energy.
No,
you win. Yeah,
you
win.
Bro, literally,
I guarantee you win.
They literally banned like 4 cards out of the deck because there was no other way around it. Like there was no.
And the timestamp, yeah, it was definitely fast and efficient, but that was just like I wouldn't say broken. I'm sitting here defending like I played it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
exactly.
lived through it, like bro. Like I'm telling you, like I've played a lot of Magic decks, and that deck was not. And if we're not gonna say it was broken, it was just so optimized that nothing else could beat it. Like
I don't even know blue like
definition of broken. Like
blue black Demir, I guess Demir Scarab God. And maybe just because Cox played it.
It wasn't.
No. I'm not comparing to this one. I'm trying to think of like decks that.
Like, and that's the thing. So like you had mono red, red deck wins with Hazoret. And even that deck literally had to have like the perfect hand to beat him. It like you had to take out the long tusk cub. So you literally had to take out the long tusk cub, and you had to burn him. Like you had to like at some points, it was literally like I got to discard a card with Hazoret to beat them because you weren't attacking through. They had long tusk cub. They had bristling hydra. They had literally
they had weapons.
Could literally kill anything.
But that's just like energy cards. But it's like one of those things where you could play those cards. Like, and then granted, I know you'd have to or want to not have to do the Tamir range, but like energy cards weren't just for energy decks. Like energy cards were still good. Like you could play Attune with Aether. Like how many times do you see Attune with Aether just played?
No, I'm saying that's how good it was that people actually started doing that.
Yeah,
they literally played Attune with Aether in Tamir control. Because it was the best way to ramp your mana.
But so you had Tamir control, but you also had like Tamir aggro, Tamir coppers.
That's what we're saying. Like, energy literally warped the format to the point where you could play. It was such an easy mechanic to just slide into any deck that literally every deck was running energy because it was.
I don't see why that's a problem though.
And then on top
it was
of that,
it was a thing. It was like this. Like,
it was
I don't know.
Problem because you as an opponent could not interact with it. It was a resource that you could not interact with it. People just had energy and they're like, okay.
Cool. No, but exactly. Right, like they just have energy. Why is that a problem?
Tower literally lets you ramp up to like 20 energy, and then they would just bolt you for 3 because they paid 3 energy and bolt you. You literally couldn't do anything about it.
I don't think you even had to tap it either. Like it was just like, okay, we use this 3.
Yeah,
what is it called?
You didn't have to.
Dynavolt Tower.
Dynavolt Tower, literally bolt you for 3 energy.
I might make an energy commander deck real quick. What up?
Nah, I mean, but that's the thing. Like besides that, that's when everything started going downhill. Essentially, like
Dynamo Tower.
Yeah, well, Dynavolt Tower was just something that people built because like you couldn't beat Tamir energy on the ground and like head up. So they literally went into a control deck that literally burned them potentially before they could kill you.
Ooh, this one.
Like they would run counters, so you would counter.
It's only
you literally had to go like all your counters at that time were literally creature counters.
Oh, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you get 2 energy. Energy. So you got to tap it. Dynavolt Tower does 3 damage to target creature player.
Okay, but either way, you'd have 3 Dynavolt Towers, 2 Dynavolt Towers, like. And you were literally playing creature counters. That was the only counters. Like dudes weren't even really running negate. They were running essence scatter. Like literally, like that was like 2 essence scatter. Axe Cox, bro. Talk to Cox about energy. I guarantee.
No, I'm telling you, I understand. Like I can see. I'm not saying the mechanic wasn't super good. No means am I saying that it was not super good. I just think that there are other things.
At that time, there was no other things. Let's just say that.
And yeah, that's what you go. Like it was during that time that it became kind of intense.
But
like,
then, with that being said, green just became stronger and stronger and stronger
after that.
Yeah, but like that. Thankfully, because green had nothing. Green always just had big old creatures.
Bro,
that's all green ever had.
It's too much at this point. It's too much.
Bro, literally, if you look at a standard deck right now with green, it can draw cards. It can exile. It can. It literally is in every color. Like it
destroy hexproof.
Yeah, like everything.
Boy, it's always had experts. It's always had experts. It's always been green's thing. It's experts.
Yes, I get that. But now they have they can burn you. They can like stop you from getting counters. They can control you.
They can't burn you,
bro.
Yes, they can,
bro.
How can they burn you?
Hold on.
Well, actually, I don't know. I haven't watched standard cards now. Like I'm just mostly, I guess. I'm thinking more so on a commander basis where it's like, I don't know. It's like every color has that time that like black.
No, I'm saying green has.
White has counter spells.
No,
it's counter spells.
And
fucking like it's like every point.
I get that.
Cards have it, and we just at a point now where they giving love to green because green has been so underloved.
Bruh, how much do they need? How much do they need to give to green? Like, yo, Tamir Energy was what 2000.
How much did they look at blue? Look at blue,
bro. That was a small era.
A small era. Blue has always been there. Blue is a known power color. Even in the energy deck you're talking about, blue is always there. Blue-white control won tournaments for almost a fucking year. Come, like, what are y'all talking about? Like blue-white Teferi, blue-white control won tournaments for damn near a